What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Hey, do me a favor. If you enjoy my videos and my updates and my vlogs and my live streams or anything like that, make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. And then more importantly, make sure you share this with a friend. Also, housekeeping, Patreon exclusive video, they continue to drop. They continue to be fire. I continue to record. I continue to tap in with great friends of mine that do phenomenal on the platform. And so I would advise you guys to continue to tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And we're going to continue to do the work. But without further ado, I'm personally conflicted, right? And conflicted from both my personal life and from what I see online. Now, what I see online is different stories every single day that surface as a result of more that come out with this whole Shanquella Robinson story, right? And I think that this story is not necessarily unique. I think that this story is something that a lot of us can relate to more often than not. However, we just haven't had the issues that come along with it as far as people actually taking care of you in Cabo and leaving you to die and all of that, right? But the issue that we're talking about is betrayal. And the bigger question really becomes, who can you trust? I know you guys see me all bundled up. It's because it's nice and chilly here in Metro Detroit. And I am in the studio. It is the day before Thanksgiving. And we continue to do the work, right? So make sure you guys continue to tap into the Millionaire Morning Show. It is nice and sunny outside, but it is definitely a little bit chilly. But this whole issue of betrayal is real. It's absolutely positively real. And I see it happening more often than not. I see y'all posting it on social media. I see people talking about no new friends and all of this other type of stuff. Now, I'm not the type of person that is on the no new trends wave, or no new friends wave, not trends, friends. I'm not the type of person that's on that wave. I like to meet new people. I like to kick it with them. I like to interact with them. I've experienced betrayal all my life. On a regular basis, I would say that people regularly have betrayed me. And I would just say that it's just a part of the business. It's not that I trust everybody, it's that I trust people to be people. I trust people to do what it is that they're going to do. I don't have any real expectations for people outside of what it is that I see. So when I see adjusted behavior or when I see changed behavior, I start to make adjustments in how it is that I deal with certain people. And so I'm not going to expect more from you than whatever it is that you present. And the problem, I believe, is that people put too much trust and they put too much into the relationships that, I actually got to get the other side of that sign up. They put too much trust and too much into the relationships that they nurture. Listen. Maybe it's just because I've been hardened. Maybe I just got a completely different disposition based off of my own lived experiences. But I will tell you that I don't trip if somebody, quote unquote, betrays me. I don't consider it a transgression. I just consider it a part of their personality, and it's them that misses out. Like, they miss out on the opportunities to be able to rock with somebody that's great. They miss out on the financial opportunities. They miss out on the opportunity to build a network, so on and so forth. Because for me, although I forgive, I'll never see you any differently than whatever it is that you present to me. I'm not gonna continue to mine out and try to change you anymore. That was my problem. My problem is that I've always tried to change people into being something other than whatever it is that they presented to me. But I've made that adjustment also. And that's not even a recent adjustment. I just know who people are and I move accordingly. And so I think that we need to stop taking it so personal. Now, the whole Shanquella Robinson situation, that was egregious, right? That's something that's, I mean, how can you forgive for something that somebody is unable to come back from? Their whole family is upended. She can't come back and forgive you because you beat the brakes off of her and y'all set her up, and it was a premeditated murder in my opinion, and so that's a completely different situation. However, on another level, I believe that we need to start using our insight and intuition to determine and figure out who it is that's for us and against us. We need to start making adjustments accordingly. And when you see different behavior, you make adjustments and you move differently. You look at everything from a business perspective, and I think when you take the personal out of it and you just look at it from a business perspective, everything, friendships, relationships, marriages, children, businesses and business propositions, you get the right contracts, you get the right situation set up. You don't move based off of how you feel, you move based off of the business side of it. Now, the other side of it is, it kind of reminds me of asking a woman to get a prenup, right? People get emotional and they say, you don't love me if you ask for that, and so on and so forth. However, when she turns against you later, don't sit here and talk about feelings or that she felt a certain type of way, because all of that is going to go out the window. If you got your paperwork up and you got your stuff taken care of, you ain't got to worry about what people think about you or prenups or anything like that. You just keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? So when you take care of it and you look at it from a business perspective and you don't let people make or try to bait you into making emotional decisions, you have a much better, cooler, cleaner life. And there's going to be some people that say, well, what about the love? Or if you love me, you wouldn't do this. You take that same approach that you would take with the whole prenup situation, and you approach business the same way, you approach relationships that you interact with people in real life the same way. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that you can't be personable or likable or all of this other type of stuff. But just remember that even though in the first rule of sales, people do things because they like you, not necessarily because you got the best product or you're the best at what it is that you do, it still does not mean that they won't save their neck first if something is on the line, because I still expect for things to play out the way that it's going to play out depending on whatever the circumstances is. If it's you that get fired or me that get fired, I don't expect for you to come through and say, oh man, don't fire him because he's a great person. I expect for things to play out exactly how it's going to play out. You're going to save yourself first. And I don't take that personal. I don't take business decisions personal. I do think that we need to be a little bit more careful and a lot less emotional about the things that we get into. Make sure your paperwork is right. Make sure you align yourself with the right group of people. If you see things change, and you adjust and you pivot accordingly. But stop putting so much trust into people and start putting a lot more trust into your lawyers and your business and the people that you make adjustments with and your accountants. You know what I'm saying? Take care of business and look at everything from a business perspective, and stop looking at everything based off of how you feel. You'll have a much better life. You'll be a lot less stress-free, because then when you have to fire somebody or you have to divest yourself away from something, you won't take it personal. It won't be a personal thing. It'll just be, we outgrew each other. We had to go in a different direction, and it is what it is. It won't be a personal situation. Let me know what y'all think. Again, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Share this with your family and friends. I have work to do. I can't wait to live stream with you guys today. We're going to go over some things that's going to be absolutely awesome. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.